What's going on YouTube? My name is Brandon Nilsson and welcome back to the channel yet again. So today we're going to be talking about a subject called Builderall. So Builderall is a site or a company that offers a kick-ass service with basically some of the most extreme amounts of resources for the price point. From website builders to app creators to animated video creators, you name it. It's ridiculous. And their affiliate program pays you really well. Especially for, I guess, how frequently that they do pay you too. So I'm going to be covering that today. Basically how you can start selling Builderall to make a passive income online. And I'm going to be dropping basically one traffic source, which is Instagram, seeing as how I do quite well with it myself. I'm going to be providing some sources and how you can be doing it. And I'll be showing actually like me going through the process on my phone of basically a few clients or potential people and how I would engage with them and reach out to them. On top of that, I'm doing a giveaway for this video. So the giveaway for this video is actually a $8 USD giveaway to any person basically who goes through my channel, subscribes to me, likes all my recent videos, and comments on this video with something that they love the most about this video and what they would like to see next for content. Whoever comes up with basically the best video idea or a video series, you're going to win the $8. So good luck to everybody who does enter the giveaway, and let's jump into it. Peace. Hey YouTube, what's going on? Brandon Nilsson, I'm back. So like I told you before, we're going to be discussing Builderall and how you can start selling Builderall. And I'm going to be providing basically that traffic source and how you can start doing it. So for anyone that isn't really familiar yet with my channel, essentially I specialize in a lot of Instagram growth and marketing. So that's something I am definitely going to be covering today. So let's jump right into it and I'll be explaining what you should do. Just to note, if you do decide to do this and you want to support me, please feel free to join Builderall underneath my referral. This will help not only me, but it could also help yourself. And the reason for that is basically anyone who really joins under me on Builderall, I do feel like I need to go out and contact them and make sure that they do succeed. With a lot of my people that I'm training right now, I go out, contact them, and make sure that they're basically out there hustling every single day. And sometimes they just need that, mentor or that coach to be pushing them to make sure that they're on top of things, right? So, because there again, not only does it benefit me, but it also benefits that person because they're going to be making those sales and they're going to be making a bunch of money in commission. So anyways, let's dive into it because that's what you came here for. So one, you're going to need an Instagram account. For this, I really recommend that you use your personal Instagram account. And the reason I say that is because most people want to deal with an actual face. They want a face to name, right? You could say your name's Brandon, right? And if I don't show my face, if it's just a stat account, an influencer, say you're doing luxury niches, okay? And your page name is Luxury Depot. Okay, they're not really knowing who they're dealing with. It's just, it's just a page. It's not a face to the name. So the trust there is going to be a little bit less than versus if they felt like they were dealing directly with the person so they know who they're talking to. And the reason for that is just it's kind of a judge of character, and it can help you break down barriers and walls that people might put up. So you want to eliminate essentially any resistance that somebody's putting out to you just because you want to be able to hopefully get that sale and get them on the service. So if you're not using a personal account, that's also fine. You're more than welcome to try it without and see how the results go. That's just my recommendation. What I recommend to you is ultimately up to you to do. You can obviously add your own twists and variations to this little traffic source. So, next, with Builderall, the best way to get a client on the service and to retain them is to be personal as all hell. So, by that, I mean, you don't want to just send them a message, be like, hey man, are you interested in learning how to make $3,000 a month on Instagram, right? You're not going to get any replies really to that because there's so many people who use automated software who send thousands of messages like that to people worldwide every single day. Or there's people who just send shitty messages like that all the time. If you ever follow an account and they send you an automatic DM and they're like, hey man, thanks so much for dropping a follow. Check out this stuff. Yes, it does work for some people, but at the same time, it's not personalized. So like me personally or people I know, if they get a message like that, honestly, sometimes I'll decline and block and then unfollow, or I just won't ever look at that page again and I'll unfollow them. Because for me personally, it's not personalized enough, right? You need to have a better approach. You need to spend time with that potential customer or client. So to do that, just send them a message, be like, we'll say, for example, this person's name is Kevin, all right? So we'll call him Kevin Jones. Okay, we're just gonna say that. That's a hypothetical name. This like there again, if your name's Kevin Jones, this has nothing to absolutely do with you. I'm gonna assume. So you'd reach out to Kevin. Be like, hey Kevin, my name is Brandon Nilsson. I just noticed, nitpick their profile. So when I say nitpick, I don't mean go and be like, hey, your content's shit. Hey, you can improve on this. Like you could maybe try the improvement line a little bit, but don't like go out there and be like, yo, your account sucks. Like, what are you doing? Some people actually will take that personally, and they're actually really trying on their account. So you just need to take a different approach. So what I'll do is I'll look for people who have like, they're into entrepreneurship on their account, or they're into drop shipping, or, they're into affiliate marketing or e-commerce of any kind. Bitcoin, Forex, trading, all those. The Bitcoin trading and Forex things, those three right there. Not gonna lie, those are probably some of the hardest customers or clients I've ever tried to deal with. And the reason for that is because they're so accustomed to a different style industry than, what we're doing here. Because they don't have to truly spend that time building those relationships all the time. They typically try to sell a program and make that commission, yes, but at the same time, does it really work all the time like they want? No. And I'm saying that from my personal experience. I have tried this stuff before. Anyways, back to the topic. So, you'll see in this video, basically you'd whip up Instagram and you're going to want to find some sources that are going to be related to Builderall that are going to help you sell. So examples of this for sources are people who you're going to be targeting. So you want to know your target audience essentially. So you're going to need to be able to find sources, and your sources would be like your competition on Instagram, usernames. So, your target audience for this, I'm going to say we're going to go with entrepreneurship, and then we'll also say e-commerce, okay? So, you look at like Gary Vee, or you look at Grant Cardone, or if you look at e-commerce people like Hayden Bowles or Tanner Plains, people like that. Even if you get smaller accounts like the 40K, 50K, 100K, that's going to work so much better because those are people that are probably more interested into the, entrepreneur side of things just because they are following a smaller page, which tells me that they actually have a general interest in it and want to stay up to date with it. So they're probably trying really hard to get into an industry that's going to work for them and pay well. So, you go on this account, we'll say Gary Vee, and you go through the comment section, you can look through a couple profiles, scroll, check out their profile, see if they have any information. There again, you're going to look for like something that kind of gives you more, like little hints here and there that they're an entrepreneur or they're into e-commerce or they're looking to get into it. Just because they follow Gary Vee doesn't necessarily mean they're doing that. They just might be interested in the motivation and the content he posts, and they might not actually move forward with that. So that's the shitty thing about influencers who are bigger, is they're worldwide, and those people can be very difficult to deal with because not everybody is actually serious about that. So you're essentially trying to do something called targeting down. So targeting down is knowing your audience. So you're basically taking that person and we'll say if they're following a bunch of different accounts that are related to entrepreneurship or drop shipping, that's targeting down. That's how you know a person has a general interest in it. If someone's just following Gary Vee and then no other accounts, they're probably not going to have this huge, interest in really diving into entrepreneurship because that's just not the type of person they would be. Because if they were, they'd probably have more relevant content like that based on their feed, right? So that's just one way to look at it, and that's how to know your audience. So all in all, realistically, you're just going to build this relationship with these people. You message them, you're like, hey, Kevin, what's going on? You're like, I noticed you're into entrepreneurship. And he's like, yeah, like, I've been trying a little bit. I've been doing maybe an e-commerce store, but I haven't been having much luck. I'm like, oh, dude, like, I'm really sorry to hear that, Kevin. Like, what all have you been doing for products? And, like, what are you doing for your stores? How much have you spent on ads? Like, what all have you dropped into this? And I've had people say they've dropped like 1,500 or 500 or 300 and they're out of capital already. I'm like, hey, that sucks, dude. And that's going to happen. Maybe it's your products or, drop shipping as a whole can be really hard to get into because not everybody can do good with it right away. And the reason for that is because you have to have a lot of experience, time, money, and effort. So you need to be constantly testing with drop shipping and you really need to know what you're doing. So that's unfortunately the reality of the e-commerce situation. You can create an awesome product and stuff, but it's not going to sell unless, of course, you know how to push your traffic properly. So this is where Builderall kind of comes into play. You'd be like, okay, Kevin, like, listen, I have this little thing. I want to help you. Like, I have this service that could potentially help you get a stable income online as long as you're hustling really hard. And, you know, you can make 100% commission the first month that you get somebody. And you'd be like, is this something you might be interested in by chance? You know, you're just asking questions. You're not pushing them too hard. You're not like, yo, like, this product's going to make you $10,000 per month. Because that's not what you do. That is not going to, like, you can promise all this stuff, but if you don't deliver, if you're over-promising too much, it's not going to work because you don't have that program or system in place yet. You know, if you obviously had a course to teach people how to get to that level, then yeah, of course, push it as hard as you want, but you need to have the site or the value to back that up and prove it. But you don't right now. So you're starting with a free traffic source and building up from that. So there again, once you've said that to him, if Kevin's like, yeah, man, I'm absolutely interested, like, how can I find out more? Like, what all is involved? You want to get the person off-site. So when I say off-site, if you're getting the traffic on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, you know, on Facebook, you can typically keep the traffic on Facebook if you want to, but me personally, I like to move it elsewhere. And the reason for that, it's like I like to keep all my contacts in one space. And for me, that's Telegram. For you, it might be Facebook. For others, it might be texting. For others, it might be WhatsApp, you name it, or Kik, right? But for me, you want to go with... All right, everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. Basically, I had somebody come to the house and my dogs were going off. Just had to check on that quick. So, anyways, like I was saying before, you want to get the person off-site. And the reason for that is because it gets things a little bit more personalized. I can keep tabs on the person and keep in touch with them easier. I'm not too good at checking Instagram DMs. It's not personalized at all. It's just a text. And you want to be able to get in contact with this person quite easily. So for me, it's Telegram. I keep everything on there, business related, just because it's easier for me. So what I'll do on Telegram is essentially I'll send them voice messages or I'll try and do a call with them. And the reason for that is because it's personalized. It's also easier for me, and it's also nice for that person because they can just hear my message and I can send them everything they need to know, so there's no confusion whatsoever. Because when you're reading something, you don't necessarily always understand it and get the point of what that person is trying to tell you to do, and I can technically change that. Another great thing is with phone calls, it doesn't need to be long. You want to keep it nice and short. You want to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes for that person. Max 15 minutes. I like to do 5 minutes, honestly, just because it's quick, to the point. You want to basically get that person up to speed and just selling right away. And the reason for that is because it shouldn't take that long to explain. You know, with this service, it's quite easy to sell it, to build up the value in it and prove to that person what all it's about. So another thing I forgot to mention before is with Builderall or any service, you don't want to mention the name or send them the link until basically that person is ready to purchase and then fully understands the value and everything with it. You also don't want to list the price until near the end of basically the sale or the potential sale. And the reason for that is because you want to be able to provide the value before they ask for the price. With Builderall, you should be easily able to provide more value than what the price is worth. And if they're hesitant to do that, you know, there's multiple different ways that you can break down that barrier. You can tell them, okay, one, either this isn't for you and you're not really ready to fully dive into entrepreneurship and making an income online, or two, you don't believe me that it's going to work, man. So what one is it? Because typically most of the time people are like, hey, no, like, I am interested. I believe you that it's going to work. I trust you. And you're like, okay. And they'll tell you why they're not ready to do it yet. And typically I'm going to have people tell me all the time they don't have time right now. Now's not a good time. They're busy with things. They want to wait a week. They want to see how things go. They don't have enough money right now. Anybody, that's bullshit. You can cut through that right away. And I'm going to tell you that right now as myself, as someone who keeps on pushing at people to, you know, get on it and start doing it. Because you want to be that person to push them. You want to be that guy to help them make that money. So make sure that they understand that you're not here to screw them, you're here to help them. So say I got somebody on Telegram, okay? I'd be like, hey Kevin, thank you so much for reaching out to me on Telegram. So I just want to ask you a couple questions. Like, one, are you personally okay with reaching out to people and, you know, having your name out there? Are you good at building relationships with people both online and in person? You know, they're going to let you know what they say. Some people are okay with it online, others are not okay with it in person, or vice versa. And you're going to try and push that person to become better with both. And the reason for that is because you want to see them succeed and you want to see them do well. There again, you're not here to screw the person. You're not here to make a quick buck. You're here to make sure that you help that person, you retain them as a client. And then in the future, whenever you're selling other services or you have your own, you're able to take that of that client or that person and have them come help you or check out your services, you know? And that's what you want. You're building these relationships. And, you know, anyways, so back to the conversation with Kevin, you're like, yeah, man, like, I'm all game for it. Or he might not fully understand. Like, okay, well, listen, Kevin. All right, there again, you're going to tell him on Telegram or WhatsApp or Facebook, you're going to send him a voice message. You're like, listen, Kevin, okay, I'm not here to screw you. I'm here to help you, okay? I make 100% commission if you came on the service, Kevin, right? And not only that, Kevin, but I make 30% reoccurring from you if you stay on the service. But Kevin, the reason why it's so good is because you make your money off your tier 2s. So you'd be like, listen, Kevin, so that means, okay, like if you sign up somebody, I make 30%, Kevin. So what this means for me is not only does it benefit you, but it also benefits me. So listen, Kevin, I want you, okay, to be on this service with me, and I'm going to be making sure that you're working and you're hustling and you're going hard at it. I'm not asking you to pay me to mentor you or to train you. I'm going to make sure that you're solid and you're on my team and you're my guy, you're my plug, you're my guy that I can rely on, right? And you're going to keep on, you want to sell him on that, and like, you know, that you're going to be there for him because you are. And that's what you need to do. You need to retain that client and that person, because that's how you build that relationship, and that's how you make things last a long time. And that's what you want. So even if Kevin went out there and didn't start selling a whole lot, that's okay, that's fine. You know, this is just an example of something you can do to get your first client, and you keep on doing that until you're on a massive scale, or you just keep on doing that until you can take money and drop it into Facebook ads or making your own landing pages and email sequence and etc., 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 until you have this huge empire and income coming in. And then from there with Builderall, you know, you can keep on making your business with that, or you can go and keep the passive income from Builderall and then go expand into other ventures and a different business. And by that, you can make your own business, or you can go invest in other businesses, whatever you might want to do. Or you can keep on going up with Builderall and keep on building your business off that. But essentially, that's how you're going to start making that income. You know, you get that client on Telegram. If they're like, hey, like, I'm busy right now, I'll hit you up later. Send them a message later, see where they're at. Be like, hey, Kevin, listen, man, you said you were busy later. I know you said you might be busy right now, but listen, dude, just take 5 minutes of your time. Less than 5 minutes, just go sign up. It's super easy, and then you can literally start promoting. I'll literally send you a message. You understand right away what to do. There's no holding back. It's just right to it, right? And that's how you're going to get them on there, and that's how you're going to retain them. So if you found this video helpful, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for future content. Drop a comment about what you thought was one of your favorite parts of this video, what you found helpful, and what you would like to see next. There again, like I said, that contest is still live if that's something you're interested in doing. So go through all my videos. Like, you know, drop a comment you're feeling really special or nice about it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Comment on this video, you know, a good video series or something that you would like to see. And anyways, guys, my name is Brandon Nilsson. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. And until next time, chime, peace.